Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. Welcome to my channel. And I really am here this time. Restream and I were having some issues this morning, and I ended up with two 4-minute or 4-second videos. They change things around on me like they do. And anyway, good morning, this beautiful Monday morning before Thanksgiving. What are you grateful for? That's not really what this reading is about. It's pertinent to this reading for sure, as it is always pertinent on our journey here. What are we grateful for? Let me this. Good morning, Madeline. Yeah, she was here at the earlier try. It's interesting that it's showing up there. At any rate, thank you for joining me today. This is all about the hero and also the healer, but specifically the hero. The Dreams of Gaia deck, the 12 of fire came up. The hero, all aspects, all the signs, the battlers, the boars, the bear paws, the all-seeing eye, all of these signs about the hero and who they are in the world. But this today came up in reverse. And what this tells us is that it is time for the hero to go inward, to turn that, good morning, Julia, turn that healing energy onto themselves. This is the truth for the healer as well. Both of them need now to go inward and do their healing work of old wounds they've had, likely from this childhood, certainly from ancestral energy we brought in, and likely our past lives. Old wounds that the theme keeps coming up on in all of those aspects because we had not yet fully learned them. Learned that energy and about it. And so knowing how it brought us into this world, whether again it was repeated in this world or if it just was carried in by you, these old wound energies are slowing you down. They're holding you back, weighing you down, making it so much harder to walk through this life with these old belief systems attached to us. This reading is all about the necessity and how to do the healing work. All the Dreams of Gaia. So the next card that came up was the 9 of Water. Look at that gorgeous, gorgeous card. I love these cards. The 9 of Water. And the 9 of Water, let's just go there because Earth, here. Air, fire, okay, back here, water. 9 of Water. Open your heart. Past experiences leave an emotional imprint. Shine a light on the source of emotional pain. This is how you do the work. It means, as they say, you've got to feel it to heal it, but you certainly have to acknowledge it. You don't have to go revel in it. You don't have to go drown yourself. Good morning, Christina. Thank you very much. Great morning, Susan. This 9 of Water is telling you, it is this past experiences are affecting now for you. They're causing you muddy waters now that don't have to stay. You will, when you've gone through bringing it up again, looking at it, going, okay, this old wound, how did it come in? Oh, I was thinking about this morning how I really like to buy some presents for myself around the holidays. And I was giving myself a bit of a hard time this morning about that. One of the things I like to buy for myself, generally, I can't say every Christmas, but is a new set of flannel sheets. Very nurturing. My husband and I both love them. But I rarely buy other kinds of gifts. But at any rate, I was thinking, there you go again, at Christmas time, buying yourself gifts. And then I went, well, nobody else is buying them for you. And that's been the truth about my husband forever. His love language is service. He serves me. He does everything he can to make my life easier and safer and more secure. That's his love language. Mine is gifts, sort of. I love to receive gifts. I think mine is probably more words. And I have a mixture of them, but I love to get gifts, but he's just never going to do it. And if I base the happiness of my marriage on whether or not I got gifts from him, it would be a very unhappy marriage. If I based it on who he is and what he is truly doing for me, I get to be very taken care of and adored in that respect. So we sometimes have to do our own healing, and now is that time. Sometimes that's getting ready for a huge healing, huge transformation. The tools that I've given are how I work my energy, and that the breath work, the gratitude practice, the pure love and joy, and the daily energy routine are very powerful, easy to do tools everybody can use. And then your focus is your superpower. During this time of healing yourself, you're going to be focusing on what you are choosing to move forward with. So if scarcity and lack is a theme that comes up, and not enoughness, and heroes have a lot of that, the not enoughness, because that is what they are trying to give themselves proof of. Often, I'm not saying every one of them, but a lot of them, again, from old wounding, is, they're never good enough. And so they're constantly needing that outside validation. We need to start validating ourselves and accepting all of who we are as enough and as perfect as it can be for this lifetime, for the learning opportunities. We accept the bad. That doesn't mean, or what we perceive to be the bad, and sometimes is very bad. We have all done those things that could cause us shame. And generally, there isn't something behind it, a powerlessness, a need to overlord on someone, because a bullying, whatever the truth is for you, a manipulation. We do it in lots of ways. We want to accept all of who we are. Yep, sometimes I mess up. Uh, it is time to allow the imperfect to be perfect for the healing and learning we wanted to do. Then we can let go and own in our divine power all of the amazing aspects of us, and put those out there without the expectation or the need to have that others feedback, because we are okay within ourselves. That others feedback is wonderful, but it is no longer what fuels us when we heal inside. And yes, sometimes it takes some outside party, but we can do so much of that work by that short routine I have shared. I'm willing to share it again if you need it. It is a video. It's not very long. And if you practice that on a daily basis, life will begin to shift for you hugely within a couple weeks, if not sooner. A 3 times a week basis, yes. A couple weeks too, probably. It may take longer. This is a time to do concentrated work. I encourage you to do that routine every single day. It is so simple, easy, and quick. It will alter you. It will alter your interactions. You will become more balanced, more peaceful, more whole, and more calm and accepting of yourself. Good morning, Kimberly and Debbie. It's nice to see you all here this morning. So the next card that came up was death and rebirth. You look at the bottom of that and you see those black, scary looking skulls. And then you see this snake, shedding its skin. And you see this beautiful crystal that comes of that, this beautiful rebirth, this frog. I'm not sure what the frog energy is, but it's a very cool card. And I'm not going to look it up today. But we know what the snake energy is. It is a lovely energy. And that understanding that we are always changing. So we might as well stop resisting it and embrace it and begin to focus and steer that change how we want it to show up with us in this world, what we want to show up in, the truth of who we are, the path we came to live. This is a huge gift you're being offered, this reminder of who you are and what it is time to do in the world for the world. The next card that came up was intuition. Go figure. Intuition. This is you beginning to really trust yourself. One of the ways that I began to learn to trust myself was with self muscle testing. And it started with the sway test. And oh, well, Debbie's taking her mom to urgent care shortly for something respiratory. Let's all send some healing energy to Sue. Sue was my neighbor for probably 30 years, if not a little more than that, couple doors down. Debbie and I didn't meet till just a few years ago. I mean, maybe 5, I guess, 6, maybe, I don't know. But Debbie's grandfather grew up in this house. He was born in this house, and he only lived a couple doors down. And I thought we adored him, Babe and Alma. They were very nice neighbors. So I digress. Intuition. Start really connecting. Open, willing, ready, guide me. It's so easy that way. I don't have to know how everything works. I need to be willing to have that extra help. You need to be willing to have that extra help. Again, it is that simple. Before you do your 7-minute routine, maybe it's 10. I'm open, I'm willing, I'm ready, guide me. And then get in that space, clear and align your energy, get ready for your day, and you will start flourishing in the truth of who you are. So a little bit shorter reading this morning. Maybe more people will listen to it. Our attention spans are being shortened, and we're good with that because we buy in innocently. So we are buying in to only reading the short things, only listening to the short videos, only, we are being molded, and it's time we start steering that molding process with our desire. Because remember, what you desire desires you. That's why you desire it. Your energy is going out, but you've got blocks in those old wounds that are keeping it from finding the aspects necessary to bring that desire to you. So, these old wounds like scarcity and lack, you want to focus on prosperity and abundance, which means focus on the abundance you already have. As basic as that might be, sometimes life gets really rough and we don't perceivably have a lot to be thankful for. Then you go inward to what you do have. I can see, hear, move, get myself in and out of bed, dress myself, feed myself. I can walk, I can talk. Sometimes we have to be very intentional in that and very basic. And at other times we have a greater understanding of all the blessings that we have been receiving. But when we focus on what we already have with the gratitude energy, we get more of that. And so it's time to step out of sit and spin. It's time to take charge of you, do your inner work, become everything you intended to become in this lifetime, because we need for all of us to show up now big. We are going into this big transition, and we want to be the steerers of how we do that. Those clouds I saw on the other day, Friday, I guess it was. Oh my gosh. I am so disappointed that there are no pictures of what I saw that morning. It is the most amazing set of sky messages I have ever seen. Sky pictures. It was gorgeous. And what it said was, we can all come together on both sides. Really, the two sides have been prompted to stay divided, and that's the liberals and the conservatives. And the truth is, we are a lot more like this than the medias are portraying us. Let's come together regardless and create what we do want for this coming transition, for it to be as gentle, as easy, as seamless as it possibly can be, and keep holding that light. We can do what we can do. We can do what we are called to do. What are you being called to do? If you don't know, I advise open, willing, ready, do that quick routine. Maybe I will pin it to my Facebook page. I will see if I can figure out how to do that. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side.